My name is Nathan Taylor. I'm an actor, a member of the Rebel Chorus, and I'm also composer Benjamin Till's partner.
Life spent with Benjamin when he's immersed in a project like this is a bit of a roller coaster. The highs are extraordinary and I feel incredibly proud of him. But there are dark times too, like when he has trouble finding funding or he loses a performer at very short notice, and he always wears his heart on his sleeve. We're both emotional people and we rely on each other to get through the hard stuff. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary on the 29th of August, and I can't wait to see what the next 10 years will bring.
Movement 6, the Sanctus, is the most celebratory and exuberant part of Benjamin's Requiem. Appropriately, the inscriptions that he's chosen for it celebrate absolute love. Barbara Windsor sets the mood with a small, anonymous, shop-bought plaque found in Kensal Green Cemetery.
Loved you yesterday, love you still, always have and always will.
I ummed and ahed about including this quote because it borders on a sort of Clinton card style of gravestone inscriptions that I swore I wouldn't use in the London Requiem. Thing is, it's genuinely quite a moving quote. It's all about love. And that got me thinking that perhaps this was death as a 21st century industry.
Barbara's quote leads into one of the saddest in the Requiem. I was with Benjamin when he found it, painted by hand at Manor Park Cemetery. Still born, still loved, still sadly missed.
Still born, still loved, still sadly missed, sadly missed.
I find this one particularly poignant because the London Requiem is dedicated to the memory of George Hunter, my goddaughter Poppy's brother, who very sadly died just a few hours before being born last year.
Everybody at the time wants to say the right things, and the right things that they want to say are, it will get better with time, time will heal, and at that time that's the last thing you want to be hearing at all, because you don't actually want time to heal. You want to hold on to that pain, that awful gut-wrenching, ripped out heart pain for as long as you possibly can, because that's actually all you have left. And I found the first year, the year anniversary, virtually impossible. It was worse almost than the experience itself, because that then wasn't George's year anymore. But I would say, be gentle with yourself. Don't ever forget or feel bad about talking about your son or daughter, because they'll always be part of you. When Ben told us about the Requiem, I'd actually heard it, a sneak preview of it about 6 months previously, and was blown away by its beauty and by the ideas of it. When he then told us he was dedicating it to George, I was deeply, deeply touched. You have a fear that nobody's ever going to remember that person ever again, once the year's gone past and everything. So this just makes him permanent.
Grief can be every bit as overwhelming as love. Enduring its pain is a true test of human fortitude.
Professionals dealing with loss have to find a way of coping with such high emotion. The Leverton family have been funeral directors in London since the 18th century.
I've got a bit damp-eyed on occasion, but there may well be 100 people at that funeral who have more right to feel that than me. I'm there to do a job, and that's how I help people, by doing the job and doing the job properly, to make them as comfortable as possible and to be professional.
And to have sat under thunder and prayed with you, Domine, Domine, grateful to the sunlight in the garden.
The rebel chorus come from all over the world. What unifies them is living in London. In fact, due to immigration laws, 2 of the choir had little option but to live here if they wanted to be together at all.
We just clicked, and so long distance relationship between America and Australia.
Skype relationship, really.
Yeah, and I happen to be a dual citizen.
And our friend Stephen had said, well, in London, you could get married.
It would be now possible to be in Australia because we've been together for a year, but it wasn't back then, and it certainly is not possible in America, which is a shame, but it's truly, you know, a credit to this country that we can live here.
For centuries, though, gay partners were unable to celebrate their relationships publicly. As a result of this, there is a marked absence of same-sex gravestone tributes, though some, like this plaque in Highgate Cemetery, suggest. Also in Highgate, writer Radcliffe Hall lies buried alongside her first lover Mabel Batten. Yet Una Trowbridge, Hall's partner for the last 20 years of her life, also wanted to lie in the Highgate vault, but was denied that request by her family. The last inscription in the Sanctus belongs to the music producer Ian Loveday, buried in Kensal Green. It's very special for musicians. Who wouldn't want to bow out, being reminded, you are in the air and in us, and the music.
You are